All right, y'all, we back. We back, y'all. I'm still with a stiff neck, y'all. Move my room kind of around in the room, and I think I kind of like stiffen my muscles on the right side of my neck. But y'all, we want to get into the P Diddy trafficking indictment. Okay, now, um, what had happened is that the feds went into his room. But you know what, y'all? They can do that. If they think that he hiding something or doing something he ain't got no business doing. Because he is mighty quiet since he been in there. I don't know if he can talk, if he have any connection to other inmates or what's going on. But they found some materials in his room because they feel that his attorney know too much. I don't know how that worked, y'all. I don't know. But we're gonna check it out right now. As they supposed to have a live interview. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think that they violated his search? Do y'all think so? What is Diddy doing in that room? What is he got hidden in that room that don't nobody know? Because he thought he had a Fourth Amendment just as well as what in name? Trump thought he had a Fourth Amendment, but it's something different when you're on the outside and inside. But the feds don't care who you are. If they suspicious of something, they coming in there, y'all. This is the feds. Yeah. So let's check this out right quick. Okay, y'all, we back. I'm sorry about that. Y'all, I did y'all think that the Fed overacted when they came into his jail cell? Because for some paper. So they already came in his house and ransacked his house. Then they come in his jail cell. I'm not condoning what P. Diddy did was right, but his privileges. So they can't have paperwork from their attorney in their room. It's the phone calls. What made them react the way they act about the phone calls? So they letting you know that they watching every little step he doing. But are they wrong or right? I don't know.
Violent Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn housing Sean Diddy Combs raided by the feds today. They're investigating poor conditions, rampant drug smuggling, mounting violence, and repeated inmate deaths.
Eyewitness News reporter Darla Miles live at the scene in Sunset Park with what's really going on. Darla.
Well, Bill, the Bureau of Prisons will only say this is an interagency operation to maintain a safe environment, but sources tell ABC News that inmates are not the target, and attorneys who've been seeing clients here for years say the timing is very curious.
None of these issues are revelations that all of a sudden, oh my goodness, we need to go and address them.
Early Monday morning, staffers at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn met by dozens of federal agents and drug-sniffing dogs in search of any illegal items being smuggled inside.
One is left to wonder.
Hold up, y'all. Let me move this. Okay, so far, I don't hear anything. I don't hear where he did anything. But what's so biggie about them coming in? Why he making a big noise about them coming into his room? What is it they you don't want them to know? I'm just saying.
From those of notoriety, those well known that are trying to get out of there.
I'm going to try and minimize the amount of time he spends in very, very difficult and I believe inhumane housing conditions.
Sean Combs and crypto mogul Sam Bankman-Fried are currently being held at MDC in Sunset Park, but it's where other high-profile inmates like R. Kelly, Michael Cohen, Fetty Wap, and farmer bro Martin Scarelli were lodged at one point in time.
There is constant violence. The
Oh, say that maybe they need to talk. No, they don't need to talk while they in there. Not him and R. Kelly.
With me right now, memo after memo after memo as to lockdowns. I can't tell you how many times I go to visit a client and I'm turned away because there's either an emergency count or there's an emergency lockdown.
In September, 9 inmates at MDC were indicted for violent crimes, including 2 murders inside the facility. 7 staff members have been arrested on a range of crimes, from accepting bribes to providing contraband in the last 5 years. And just 2 weeks ago, federal prosecutors announced a Queens murder-for-hire plot that was orchestrated from inside of MDC using an illegal cell phone that was captured on surveillance video back in December 2023. And in 2019, the Department of Justice sought an investigation into a power and heat outage at MDC that lasted more than a week in the dead of winter.
I visit clients at other federal facilities and I don't see this.
Now, this
So it's something about that facility right there. I'll tell y'all what I found out. That if the feds remove some of his materials and document from the prosecutor, he's not going to even be able to use that while he in trial. It's going to go against him. They cannot use that. And that don't look good for P. Diddy. But he is quiet in there for some reason. So let's see what Extra has to say about this, y'all.
Searched his cell illegally. The government insists the disgraced mogul is trying to silence and influence witnesses, even on social media.
I love y'all so much.
We love you too. The he said, they said showdown landing right here in court today for an emergency hearing.
In this scathing new letter to the judge, Diddy's attorneys accuse the feds.
Now, this what his attorney accused the Fed. I'm going to sit it right here so y'all can read. I'm not about to read all this. And he spit out the government opposition. If the government feel like you got something in your room and they saw something gave them some reason why they went in that room. They saw or know something. They may be probably material trying to read this stuff. I can't read this stuff.
Of outrageous government conduct, claiming authorities raided his cell inside the notorious.
How they gonna say somebody got a conduct problem and Biddy got the biggest conduct problem in this situation? His conduct is worse than anybody conduct. So they really can't even listen to him that much of what he's saying because he got a bad attitude. See, Diddy has an attitude. He's a gangster.
Metropolitan Detention Center looking for documents that should have been kept private between Combs and his lawyer. They allege photos were taken of Diddy's handwritten notes and pages from legal pads. Those somehow ended up in the prosecution's possession.
Now,
Insists it was carrying out a search for contraband.
how did that happen? Now, prosecutor know they wrong. See, y'all got to understand that Diddy is I don't know how it's gonna work, but the people who protecting him is over him, and they know big people. So I don't know who's over him, and the prosecutors know what's going on. So if they had whatever on that piece of paper, it's they can't use it in court. Can't play the music. This man got some power, and because he deal with powerful people. And his mama knows. They was trying to say that he used 8 different inmates' phone. And you know he ain't got to worry about money Because he going to get him money while he's sitting there. The man rich. He used 8 different inmates' phone, y'all, to make different calls. He doing this. Oh, my head. Hold on. He doing the same thing that he did when he was out and about. He doing the same thing. That man's so powerful, y'all, he can manipulate people in there. They accuse him for using texting apps. He is trying to work from inside the jail, y'all. He trying to keep them people quiet. That's what Diddy doing. And who he texting and how he get in calling. And then he could use his kids to do that. Everything gonna fall on his kid. We don't know who he talking to. Let's hear this. Because they got more information than me.
To keep authorities in the dark. And remember that video his kids posted on Instagram when he turned 55?
Now, I thought about that little girl right there. That little pretty girl right there. Now, what make him, knowing that how Diddy is, if Diddy's supposed to be bad, like y'all saying he is, why she had that baby by him? Then the twin, they so pretty now, looking like their mama. But that girl had that baby by him. Who is she? Who is the mom?
Authorities allege it was aimed at tainting the jury pool.
Proud of y'all, especially the girls. I mean, all of y'all. But this is for being strong.
Prosecutors claim Combs had.
And he said, especially, y'all, I wonder how that boys took that. He said, I'm proud of y'all, especially the girls. I mean, all y'all, just for being strong. But why did he say especially the girls? Diddy said that on the phone right now. Let's hear it again. I believe he used the girls. Said the girls, got them girls can get weak and tell on him.
Proud of y'all, especially the girls. I mean, all of y'all. But this is for being strong.
Prosecutors claim Combs has not only made efforts to publicly leak materials, they say the defendant's goal is to blackmail.
Now, right here it said the defendant's goal is to blackmail victims and witnesses either into silence. I told y'all that at the early part of this content, and providing testimony helpful to his defense. See, women are really his weakest link. And he felt that the girls is going to talk. Somebody's going to talk. What y'all think? Okay, and Rava Martin, she is the late legal. She is a legal analysis attorney. She a legal attorney, okay. But listen to her, because she know what she talking about.
That Combs is trying to get out on bail.
We spoke with attorney and legal analyst Ariva Martin, who is not involved in Diddy's case.
He needs to appear as if he is not engaged in any conduct, any activity, either directly or indirectly through his children or through friends or associates, to tamper with, interfere with, or
I'm gonna tell you something. If he's gonna try to keep the boys strong. He gonna try. Them boys know too much. His boys know too much. Mama knows a lot. See, the mama knows a lot, allegedly. Okay, so the material that he got going on in his room probably got a code, you know, like a number code, so he can use that particular code. But he can still, when they come and raid his room, they could come in there many millions of times if they want to.
Served 10 years in 11 federal lockups for racketeering and other charges.
There's a whole list of what's considered to be contraband. Hell, they could go and toss a cell. They can't come in there with a baton and beat the crap out of you. But you're giving up most of your rights.
We're updating.
See, now what he just said, just like he said, see, Diddy in jail in that Fed ain't got no kind of privileges. They ain't go in there and beat him and get the material, did they? They ain't go in there and knock his head out or nothing like that. They ain't throw him on the floor. They went in there for material. They went in, they went in Young Thug room. They'll come in there and mess up their room. He ain't never been locked up before, so that means that he's not used to it. We're going to see what these people know. We're going to see. She knows a lot. She knows what's going on as well. Now, the lawyers are the only one claiming that the prosecutors wrongly took notes from his jail cell. Okay, I apologize. Early part of the middle of the content. It's the prosecutors, the ones went in there to have them shake his room down. Okay, about some notes from the jail cell. It's a lot going. I don't know, y'all. I'm trying to find out like you out. And I'm trying to bring y'all most information on these cases.
A claim the judge is taking seriously.
Lester Combs' legal team making an eyebrow-raising claim that prosecutors wrongly took possession of 19 pages of notes from his jail cell last week and that these should be covered by attorney-client privilege. His attorney saying in court today that this is a complete institutional failure.
Excuse me, y'all. I had caught sharp pain in my neck. I'm sorry. I had to stop the video. Let me wind this back a little bit and see what she's saying. Yeah, I got a bad pain in my neck from moving furniture around. Okay, let's see what they said now.
Complete institutional failure and dangerous, but prosecutors say that these documents were swept up as part of a pre-planned sweep of the jail and that the notes are not confidential at all, that they're mostly just inspirational quotes and to-do lists, but that they do talk about paying off a witness and finding dirt on 2 alleged victims, according to prosecutors. For now, the judge is telling prosecutors not to use these documents as part of their case. And we did get a preview today over this battle as to whether or not Combs should stay behind bars ahead of his criminal trial in May. And there's a 4th bail hearing on this issue on Friday.
Now, I don't believe they're going to let him out of there. I don't. So what the prosecutors has to do, they cannot use those notes. They can't use the notes. See, Diddy think he's smart. Diddy is writing notes to the prosecutors to play his role, to play. He's smart. He sending things to the prosecutor just to get out of stuff. He don't need to be sending the prosecutor no kind of notes. He know what he doing. He know what he doing.
Lester?
Thanks for watching.
So y'all, what was Sean Combs' reason for sending those notes to the prosecutors? Or either they found either if he didn't send it to the prosecutor, they end up with the notes after the raiding. How did they know about that, y'all? They're gonna tap his phone call. Whoever, all those people, different people that he's up there with, they're gonna tap their phone call. I don't learn a lot from Young Thug case. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. And tell me in the comment what y'all thinking about PD. Do y'all think that the prosecutor, don't just, I want to hear from real people who is serious about this case. What do y'all think? Do y'all think this was wrong for the feds? The government can do what they want to do. Could go in his room and ramshack his room and found 19 pages of notes and to turn them in. What y'all think? I'm out of here.